Welcome to today's video where we're going to talk about putting. Now, in order to make a putt when we're out there on the golf course, we have to do three things correctly. Just three, that's it. One, we got to read the green correctly. We have to manage the slope, uphill, downhill, right to left, left to right, whatever it may be. We have to pick the correct aim point where we intend to hit the putt and hope the slope takes it towards the hole. Two, we have to hit it there. We have to hit it where we intend to aim, so start the ball on our line. And then three, we got to hit it with the right speed. Now, in an indoor setting like we're in today, it's very difficult to work on green reading. You definitely can work on line and speed, but we're going to focus today mostly on line, okay? And this is also a great video for a lot of people who may want an introduction to putting or just something that they can do that's really effective where you can train indoors, outdoors, 12 months of the year, wherever you're able to train and practice. This is going to be really effective. I like to use this Pels Golf Putting Tutor Training Aid, okay? This is what I practice with mostly. Now, if you want to get one of these or any other kind of putting aids like gate drills, go to my website and you can find a discount code to golftrainingaids.com and you can purchase some stuff there. So this one is just simply got a nice little plate here. It's got a line that helps you point where you want the ball to go, a nice line to start where the ball is, and then there's 6 kind of indents there, and on the side and the inside of this package is just some metal balls, and you place those on the indents there and they act as a gate. The ones at the end are closest together. Those are going to be the most difficult. So I like to use something like this. Now, not all of you have access to go get something right now, or you want something really quite quick. 2 things that we're going to need today is head down to your local hardware store, get a ruler or a meter stick, something that looks a little bit like this, okay? The thinner it is, the more difficult it's going to be. So if you feel like, hey, I'm a pretty good putter already, but I need some training, get one that's really thin. If you're just getting started, get one a little bit thicker like this one here. And the second thing that we're going to need is an alignment stick like I got here. You can also use a golf club, a 2x4, anything like that that you may have around the house. And then a golf ball, a hole, or something to putt to. It can be a phantom hole, or it can be anything, some sort of target that you lay out on the ground that's about 4 1/4 inches wide, okay? So what we're going to do, first of all, we're going to take this meter stick, and we're going to lay it down pointing directly at our hole, okay? I like to use my alignment stick to make sure I got it nice and straight. That looks like it's pointing pretty good there. I'm then going to take a golf ball. We're going to stick it on the end of the meter stick here, okay? And I'm going to place my putter down with the center of my putter directly behind the ball. And then we're going to place that alignment stick down on the other side so it's just outside of the toe of my putter, okay? Now, before we get into what we're doing here, I want to go through a really nice basic setup with a couple really important keys to hold and stand when we're going to hit a putt, okay? So the first thing we should talk about is grip. How are we going to hold the putter? Now, different than a golf club, we want to create a lot of stability, reduce rotation in this shaft. So I would suggest holding the putter in the palms of your hands, okay? So what I like to do is take my trail arm. I'm a right-handed golfer, so my right arm. Bend it 90 degrees, putting my elbow at the side. And then just stick my putter in my hand so it's on my lifeline, matching my forearm angle. I'll then add my left arm, once again, right on the lifeline in my hand. So I'm holding the putter in the palms. Now the reason we hold it in the palms and not the fingers, when it's in the fingers, it's really easy to twist this putter face, okay? When it's in the palms, it's a lot more difficult to move that putter face, so we create some stability. Now, I like to use what we call a reverse double overlap grip, where I have my index and my middle finger on my left hand sitting on top of my right fingers here, okay? Now, once we have our hands in here correctly, let's go through a really quick, basic way to get into a good setup position. If we get our feet about shoulder width apart, take that good grip and hold the putter out in front of us, turn our elbows down so they point towards the ground, tuck them into our rib cage, and then from here, we're just going to tilt forwards from our hips till that putter hits the ground. You'll see when I get into a setup position, my right forearm angle, and my putter shaft are on about the same angle there as well. Okay, I have just a little bit of knee bend, and ideally my eyes would be pretty much right over top of the golf ball. That's a good general guideline. Okay, now when we're making this stroke, couple keys. Okay, we want to use our arms, shoulders, and upper back. So no hip movement, just simply kind of upper shoulder and arm movement side to side here. Okay, you'll notice the length of my stroke is about the same back and through. That's a nice good guideline to get started there as well. And I keep my head very steady with no weight shift. Okay, so just some couple really quick basics to go through with putting that'll help you hit a lot of good putts. Now, starting the ball online. We got our setup key here, but a couple things we got to focus on, okay? First thing we got to really know is, how does the ball start online? Face. It's all about face control. If my putter face is open, it's going to start off to the right for me because I'm a right-handed golfer. If it's closed, pointed to the left, the ball's going to go to the left. So wherever this putter face is pointed when we hit it, that's really where the golf ball's going to go. But our stroke plays a factor as well, and that's why we want to have that alignment stick down there, okay? So all we're simply going to do is maybe remove this golf ball first, and let's make a couple practice strokes. Now, during this time, we want to maintain a nice neutral weight position, 50-50 in each leg, using those shoulders and that upper back to stroke. And we want to make sure we keep the putter on this side of the alignment stick. We should have a slight little arc in our putting stroke, inside and through. Once we got a good hang of that, really simple drill. All we're going to do is put that ball on the end. Now, if I can hit this ball off of this ruler on a flat surface and it rolls right off the end, we know I squared my putter face up. I hit my ball on my intended line, and I'm going to make a lot of putts doing that. Now, this is just one simple basic drill that you can take, especially moving into the off season, or practice any time of the year and really dial in that line control. Remember, your face is everything when it comes to line control. Work on this, get really good at it, and then you can also work on some speed.